Hello, everyone. Welcome. Spring is in the air. Welcome to my first podcast. With the turn of this new year, we have a new lineup for you. Along with my Sherry's Metaphysical Corner YouTube segments, we're now setting sail with podcasts. They'll be informative, fun, and interesting, and they will begin in April. So welcome aboard today's podcast. So today's segment, I'll be discussing 4 topics. First one is keeping the body healthy and how. The 2, insight into allopathic and energy medicine. 3, muscle testing in the U.S. started in 1964 with Dr. George Goodhart Jr. Number 4, some fun facts on how to relax and who doesn't need that. And 5, this month's spirit message. All right, so let's continue. Let's jump right in here. Number 1, let's keep the body healthy. It's not about just eating quality food like organic or non-GMO or limiting sugar intake. We really need to be stepping it up with energy balancing work. And there's a lot of modalities out there to choose from. So quality eating and exercise is just not enough anymore. Have you noticed many more people are tuning into holistic communities and herbalists for help to get off prescription drugs when possible? So number 2, insight into allopathic and energy medicine. Allopathic medicine, let's start with that. That's a system in which medical doctors and healthcare professionals like nurses, pharmacists, veterinarians, and therapists, they only treat symptoms and diseases using drugs, radiation, and surgery. They're not trained in med school to seek out the underlying root cause of any illness. So that's why they don't. Energy medicine. This is a system in which a practitioner goes to the root issue, identifies and corrects imbalances by searching for the root cause and extracting the low energy emotions suppressed, causing the imbalance, and in turn weakening the system as a whole. Now, let me just clarify that for a minute for those of you that don't understand this. Low emotion frequencies vibrate at a lower frequency than the human body. Everything has a vibration. So emotions, some of them, there's 60 I work with, are very low. All right, so let's go to number 3, muscle testing and its origins. Muscle testing is not new. It's been in the United States since the 1960s. With Dr. George Goodhart. He discovered that the strength or weakness of every muscle was connected to the health of a specific corresponding organ. But if we step back in history, it actually began in Sweden with a Swedish physiotherapist, Pierre Henrik Ling, founder of the Royal Central Institute of Gymnastics in Stockholm. This was back in 1813. He laid the foundational principles for manual muscle testing. So again, this work is not new. It's just been hidden from the masses. So let me explain a little bit about my work so you have a better understanding for those of you that are new. I've been an energy practitioner for 30 plus years, worked with several modalities during that time. I presently work with the emotion code using kinesiology muscle testing and work to balance one's energy. I'm also clairaudient, which simply means I hear and work with my spirit team. So as we continue, let me define energy balancing for you. Everything on this planet is energy and has a vibration, including emotions. And a lot of people don't know that. I work with 60 frequencies of low emotions that become trapped in the system if not processed, such as anger, resentment, sorrow, grief, anxiety. Those are the biggies. So trapped emotions accumulate due to traumas that we experienced that were too difficult and painful to process. So they remain stuck in the system. Over time, they layer up, which means we keep adding more and more of the same low-frequency emotions. Because once in the system, we keep attracting the same outcomes. We're like radio receivers. we keep attracting low-frequency emotions the body has stored in the system. This usually starts in childhood, like being raised in a difficult environment or the loss of parents at a young age, and so much more. That's just to give you an example. But these emotional energies become heavier and heavier as we age, the longer they stay in the system. So, in using muscle testing, we can track things like a heart wall or trapped emotions stuck in a particular organ or a gland. The subconscious recognizes traumas that we experience and creates a wall in the field of energy around the heart, which is approximately 12 feet wide. Now, I know you all have heard the term aura. That's a field of energy around the entire body that expands 6 feet wide. The heart is much more powerful than the brain and shows us this with the field of energy around the heart being double the width of the field around the body. So, this is interesting. I think you'll find this a little fascinating. The brain moves in constant direction of dominant thought. It's like a computer. It doesn't care if it's collecting negative or positive thoughts. There's no reality attached. It just follows orders. So whatever you're thinking about, that's where it's going. The subconscious mind uses stuck, trapped emotions from elsewhere in the system to create a wall in the heart field to protect it. It acts as a protector and automatically adds these trapped emotions when needed. The subconscious mind is like a computer chip. It holds all knowledge of everything experienced in your life, like surgeries, addictions, injuries, broken hearts, and so much more. The same is true of organs and glands and more. Trapped emotions can also settle in muscles, tissues, meridians, bones, etc. Trapped emotions overwhelm and weaken the system as a whole as they continue to layer up, and is the main reason the system breaks down with disease and more. So for more information about the work that I do, go to my website, energyworkstudio.com. And on the homepage, you'll find the history of different modalities I've worked with through the years, along with some human and animal testimonials. Specifically, on the homepage, these two are lengthy. 2 human, 2 animal. They're lengthy. The regular testimonials page, they're shorter. But I thought this would be important for people to see this at length. So there's also a brief educational video at the bottom. So if you're interested in more, set up an appointment for a consultation or a body evaluation scan. This checks for blocks and a heart wall. All right, so let's go to 4 fun facts. All right, so fun fact number 1, breathe. Try not stressing over things you cannot control. I'm going to repeat that. Try not stressing over things you cannot control. It's easier said than done, but breathe through it. If you can't control the outcome, let it go. You become anxious and your breathing shifts as a result. So, designate a specific time daily to be still and quiet using slow breaths. I use coherent breathing exercises. They're 6 seconds in to inhale, 6 seconds out as you exhale. It's slow, rhythmic breathing, and it helps enormously. It helps me anyway to slow down. There's many on YouTube that you can pick from. They're beautiful. Some of them have nature sounds in the background. Some have music. Just whichever you like. But it's very helpful if you can pick a time during the day, use it. Or your favorite comedian. Watch something funny or a funny movie. One of my favorite comedians is Michael McIntyre. He is so hilarious. He's British. I love his accent and his funny facial expressions and the silly anecdotes on stage. One of my favorites that he does, favorite segment, The Dentist. You can catch many of his segments on YouTube. He's just really, really good. And if you feel down and out, this will definitely help bring you up. So as we continue, spiritual coaches, wellness experts, and scientific research suggests that laughter positively impacts emotional and energetic states. Laughter shifts the body's chemical composition, reducing stress hormones like cortisol and increases endorphins. These natural mood enhancers align the body with higher, more positive frequencies. Okay, so fun fact number 2, grounding. Feel the earth beneath your feet. Sneakers keep you insulated and ungrounded, believe it or not. So when possible, go barefoot or use earthing shoes to be outside on your favorite walk or in a forest. Trees are highly vibrational, and you'll feel the difference. You'll feel lighter just being around them for any length of time. But the shoes, a lot of people don't know that sneakers will insulate you. Okay, and lastly, fun fact number 3, listen. It's the listening that makes a difference. Let go of any negative thoughts just for a moment and slowly take in inspiration from your surroundings. Fresh air helps clear the mind. Sounds of nature like birds singing, a breeze blowing through the trees. These really help lift the senses. So you feel lighter, like you're floating. Think of yourself as a radio. You can use your inner dial to tune in to the right frequencies. And I highlight that. The right frequencies, positive. Your higher self will know what you're doing. And with practice, you'll start receiving intuitive messages. It's all about tuning into yourself properly. All right, so these processes help to slow things down within and shift your vibration. These sharpen the senses, and as we tune into our higher self, our intuition becomes heightened. It helps the creative juices flow and find your true desire, your purpose. You'll start to notice more and more. You'll move away from negative thinking because your perspective shifts. Truly. I mean, I do this avidly every single day, and it helps. So as you continue this process, you'll start to see a shift in perception of what you truly love. With practice, this helps bring out the inner child, that fun little child inside, alive and well, that we all have, that's just waiting to come out and play. And I'm telling you, I let mine out to play often. So this process helps me stay true to myself. It helps open the door to new possibilities. Just remember though, practice makes perfect. It's a process. Make the time for yourself. That's important. Okay, so we're almost out of time. So let me just leave a spirit message from my team. I'm clairaudient and have worked with them for many, many years. You can read an excerpt from my book and through my website, A Change in Perception, Divinely Getting Guided by Something Greater Than Myself that connects us all. The website is, again, energyworkstudio.com. It's right on the homepage. Just click the book. So today's spirit message, this is how they come in when they are addressing me. Divine Child, we are here. We are Divine Source, Creator of all that is. We wish to speak with you. Dear child of God, we have a message for you to pass along to the many. There are changes afoot with this new year. There are many positive things taking place for many people. We want to let people know that being quiet and still is very, very important. We mentioned this in the last segment, but it's all equally important to also make the time for the self and slow down. As people continue to move forward, they will start to notice things are shifting, and not always negative, shifting slowly with positives. It's important to think positive thoughts and be careful of words you're using. Using words that are positive, not short or curt, makes a difference. Drop positive seeds when you can, but do not take on other people's drama. That's the most important message we have today. So with love and light for you all, we will return next month with another message. Okay, that's all the time we have today, folks. Hope you enjoyed today's segment. My podcasts and videos are here to help educate people to move forward productively on their journey. So see you next month for both podcast and video segments at Sherry's Metaphysical Corner. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. Love Light Frequencies coming your way.